Hello and welcome to this video tutorial on how to add discussion assignments to your eClass page. I'm going to show you how to create a folder and insert discussion. As you can see, I've already logged into the employee portal. Next, I'm going to log into my eClass SNI. Alright, from there I'm going to see where it says Little Burn. I'm going to click on the drop down box. And as you can see, I have a lot of different pages at my disposal. However, I want to make sure that I use the right one because we're in semester 1. I'm going to click on 2016 S1 Davies.S Social Studies 8. Alright, and here is my eClass page. From there, I'm going to click on Content. Alright, and now I see all the content that I have at my disposal. Now, some of this content is things that I have put up here, but a lot of it is things that the county has put up here. The county gives us a lot of resources that we can use on our eClass page. However, they're all drafts and only we can see them. That way we can go through them and publish them as we see fit. Alright, for modules the same thing goes. For every unit they have a module with multiple things in there that I can look over at a later date. However, today we're going to create our own new module for a GMAT review. So to do so, I'm going to go down to where it says add a module, and I'm going to name my module. Alright, then I'm going to click enter. And now I have created my GMAT review module. Now under where it says GMAT review, it says add a description. You're going to click on that, and I'm going to simply add a quick description. Alright, now that I have given my description, I'm going to hit update. Alright, as you can see here, I now have a description for my GMAT review folder. However, since we know that we're going to use this folder over the course of the year, we want to make sure that we have submodules so that when the students open up our GMAT review folder, they can go to the content that they need. Okay? So we're going to scroll down to GMAT review all the way down, and we're going to add another module. Alright, from there we're going to name our content that we want for our first folder, and that's going to be Georgia Geography. Then we're going to hit enter. Alright, now you can see we have created a second folder. Once again, I'm going to add a description. Alright, I'm going to hit update. Alright, now I'm going to go down to my Georgia Geography folder, and I'm going to see on the right hand side, left hand side, you see three little lines. Alright, you want to make sure you bring your cursor over those three little lines, and now you'll see a four-sided arrow. Alright, once you see that, you're going to click Georgia Geography. You're going to click on your left click, and you're going to pull it up to your GMAT review until it turns orange. Once it turns orange, you're going to release. And now, when you scroll back down, you'll see that there's an indent on Georgia Geography. Alright, we have now just put this folder inside of this one. So as I said before, once students go into my GMAT review, they'll see folders based on content, and Georgia Geography will be one of them. Alright, now we want to add an assignment to our Georgia Geography folder. So we're going to scroll back up to the top, and we're going to click on where it says New. Alright, and as you can see, there are multiple assessments that we can give them, such as Dropbox, checklists, classroom assessments, and surveys. But what we want to do is give them a new discussion. So I'm going to click on that. Alright, and we're going to enter the title. So the first discussion I'm going to give them is the 5 regions of Georgia. Alright, on their forms, you want to make sure that you categorize your forms correctly. So under here, I already have a form for Georgia Geography. So I'm going to click on that. and then I'm simply going to insert the instructions for my discussion. So I'm going to double click in this box and it should pull up, and now I'm going to simply type in my directions. Alright, now as you read my instructions, I told them they would read over the web page and write a single paragraph in which you explain each of the 5 regions of Georgia. Now, there are multiple ways to show them how to get to the web page. However, the easiest is to highlight the web page, Word, and then go to where it shows what looks like a chain, and if you go over it, it'll pop up insert quick link. You'll click on that, and as you can see, there are multiple things that you can have linked to that word, but for us, we want it to be a web page, so we're going to click on URL. Alright, and from there, you would go find your web page. I just so happen to have my tab already up. Alright, this is the web page I want the kids to read through so they can answer the discussion. So I'm going to make sure that my web page is highlighted. I'm going to right click and copy. Go back to my discussion. Go to where it says URL. Right click and paste. And here, if this was simply a title, I would change it to a title. But because this is a word in a sentence, I don't want to mess that up. So I'll leave it as web page. And in terms of target, this tells you how the students are going to see it. They can either see it as a whole window, have it load in the same window, or having a new tab. I always prefer new tab. That way students can quickly click on the link. It'll pop up on a new tab. They'll read through the article and then be able to quickly go back to the discussion and answer the discussion. If you do it another way, where it comes in the same frame, as soon as where they hit the back button, they would be required to log back in and go through all the steps to get back to your discussion question. Alright, so we're going to hit insert. Alright, and now we're going to hit publish. Alright, now it's going to give you some options. And when you scroll on the options, they're going to turn gray and you'll click on them. And it gives you 3. The first one says to allow anonymous posts. I always prefer to have the students' names attached to the post. That way students are more or less likely to put things they shouldn't. And then also it says a mediator must approve individual posts. These mean that you will get the posts before they're published and you get to okay them or nay them. So always click on that one. And then another one I suggest is that it says users must start a thread before they can read and reply to others. This requires students to actually go through your discussion and create their own response before they see others. This way you can make sure that students actually did the discussion themselves and then simply just read over their friends and then just change the words around. So I'll click on that and hit update. Alright, and option say successfully. We have successfully created a discussion. Last thing you want to do to make sure that everything is on the up and up, you're going to go to where it has your name. So for me, it's Sean Davies. You're going to click on the down arrow. You're going to go to view as student. Alright, and it will bring you back to your home page. Now, as you can see, I only see what the students see. So all of those drafts that the county has given me to look over, I no longer see them. I just see the 2 units that my students have done, the orientation course, and the GMAT review. So I'm going to click on GMAT review. As I said before, because we indented those folders, now we pop up our contents. And our content that we're going to go to is Georgia Geography. Alright, our discussion is right there. And you click on it, and it gives our students the instructions with the web page link. And I'll click on that web page link, and there is my web page. Alright, like I said before, the students will read through it, go back to the e-class page, and simply start a new thread. And then they would name it their name, with the subject being 5 regions of Georgia, and then they would simply just answer my discussion here and click post. Alright, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you successfully create a e-class discussion. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that this video helps you with your e-class discussion uses in the future. Thank you.